Welcome back, guys. So Mira has self-contained applications. So if we just go ahead and open the Mira framework that we just installed, go to Application, App, and we have one app called Mira. So if we open up Mira, you'll see that we have a controller file, images, which are static assets, models, and a routes folder. An app can contain its own routes. So right now we have get home, which if we open up our localhost, it'll default to the home directory. So if we go home, we see the same thing. So if we look here, we'll have get and view. Get is the shorthand for route get, and view is the shorthand for render view. If we go back to our localhost, we'll see the same thing. Now, like I said, Mira can have its own self-contained applications. So if we go to the PowerShell and we go to our Mira test directory, we could say php cli.php install Talon code /mustache. So Talon code /mustache is a repository on one of my organizations on GitHub. So we'll see now that we have an app called Mustache. Now we can't actually see that yet. So what we'll have to do is go to our config, and we'll have this templates array. Go ahead and add Mustache just above Mira. So what this does is it searches all the routes for in Mustache, and then if it doesn't find anything, it'll go to Mira. So they both have a home route. So if we go refresh, we now have an app that we can browse. Additionally, you can create your own apps. So if we go back to our shell, we could say php cli.php new, and then create a new app name. And we'll call this tutorial. You see it creates its own app folder, a config file, a JS folder, CSS, and all these other folders. If we go to our apps, you'll now see we have a folder called tutorial, and it has all the designated files that it needs. So we can create a routes and throw route get tutorial and function, and we'll just render a view in tutorial, make that a string, tutorial dot index. And I have linter on, so let's clean that up. Now additionally, Mira needs to know what route and render classes these are. So we'll just use Mira route and use Mira render. Now since we added this tutorial app, we'll have to add it to the config file as well. So let's go back. Let's do /tutorial. We'll have to create that template that we created. So go back to tutorial, go to templates, new, index.php, and we'll say index tutorial. Go ahead and refresh. And now we have index tutorial. So that's how you install self-contained apps. That's how you create new self-contained apps. And if I wanted to, I could take this app folder, drop it into another Mira framework, throw it in the config file under templates, and it should work perfectly fine. This way, developers can create their own applications for other developers to use seamlessly. Thanks for your time, guys. I'll see you next tutorial.